Hey everybody, welcome to the Cardboard Cave. It's a little chilly down here in the cave right now in North Carolina. But we're gonna review something hot for you. I mean, I don't know. Maybe lukewarm at least. We're gonna be doing a quick review, a food review, or edible substance. Food might be a strong word. On the Shaq-a-licious. Let's try that again. On the Shaq-a-licious XL Gummies. It's in the game. Shaq-a-licious XL Gummies. They are peach, berry punch, and orange flavored gummies. Shout out to my friend Tim for introducing me to these by saying they existed and he got some. I don't think he ever gave his opinion. I love gummies. I'm particularly excited about the peach flavor and the berry punch flavor. And orange is fine too. So these things have a good chance for me. I'm not a big candy fan. I mean, if you take chocolate, like I love Snickers bars, peanut M&Ms, anything with caramel nougat, peanuts, coconut, chocolate, Mounds, Snickers, Paydays, Babe Ruth, I love candy bars. But as far as just like hard candies, I don't really care anymore, But the exception is I love gummies. There's something about gummies. And I love just about everything peach flavored. And berry punch sounds really good too. And I'm fine with orange. So these have a good chance. They are Shaquille O'Neal branded gummies. I don't know why. They just are. I don't even know what brand they are. Are they Shaq brand? Seriously, www.shaq-a-licious.com is shaq-a-licious.com. Good grief. So they're not like a major candy company brand. It says Smart Label. But I think that might be the brand of the candy. But it kind of looks like it kind of seems like Shaq had these made by some who knows who. I mean, I'll show you the back. I'm not seeing. So the front, there's like, it doesn't say, I don't know, Nestle or Airbo or Sour Patch Kids brand or anything like that. And on the back, I'm just not seeing a whole lot either. They're good till November 2025. Nutrition information. And here's like information down here, but it's not. Oh, wait. I'm blind. It literally says I saw it through the camera. I couldn't see it in person. Manufactured for Fantastic Candy Brands, LLC. Broomfield, Colorado. Manufactured in Canada. Fantastic Candy Brands. I don't know. I don't know who they are. But 110 calories for 3 pieces. And you might think 3 pieces for 110 calories? Yeah, but these are XL gummies. They're not like gummy bear sized. 110 calories, no fat. 35 milligrams of sodium, 27 grams of carbs, 19 grams of added sugar, 38% of the daily value, 38% of your daily value of sugar, added sugar for 3 of these things. Woo, no protein, nothing else. They got sugar, corn syrup, cornstarch, citric acid, natural and artificial flavors, blah, 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 mineral oil, all the dyes that are supposed to make kids go crazy. Nothing you wouldn't expect in a gummy, really. All right, but let's just try them. Enough talk. These are so huge, I didn't plan to eat a whole one of each flavor because I want to try each flavor for the video. But I don't want to eat a whole one of each flavor, so you have to listen to me chew for 5 minutes. Plus, you couldn't tell it by the videos I produce or looking at me. But I have made a decision to try to just be smarter about my decisions when it comes to food. And then I saw these in the store and got a big bag of them. 19 grams of sugar. Ooh. It's so creepy. It's just a bag of Shaq Kids. When I first looked, there was one face that was staring right up at me. Let me try to recreate what I saw. It was kind of like that. Anyways, so we got, that's the red one. I'm going to assume, according to the bag, that must be the orange. It's more reddish, but it is big for gummy. For 19 grams of sugar for 3 of these, though, it's not as huge as I thought, but it's pretty thick. It's pretty thick, and it's pretty big. I mean, here it is, like on my eyeballs. It's pretty big. I would say it's 3, given the thickness, I would say it's 3+ gummy bears. So, like, it's probably, you probably get about 10 gummy bears worth out of the 3 that makes up a serving, if I had to guess. Let's see, what do we have next here? Okay, this is slightly lighter. This must be the peach. And the blue is obviously the berry punch. Try and get you some detail there. Let's see. Maybe if I do this. There you go. I mean, it's not a totally weird likeness of Shaq. It looks like he's having a little snot under his nose on this piece, though. That's a little strange. Maybe try one more. I think that color might show up the best detail, but let's try the orange one, which is very red. There you go, yeah. All right. I'm the least excited about the orange, so let's just start with that. Again, looks red, but I think to make it different from the peach, that's what they went with. All right. Going in, Shaq-a-licious orange flavor. Oh, I was going to say, of them all mixed together, the smell coming out of the bag wasn't super pleasant, if I'm being honest. Not a strong smell from the orange, but let's give it a shot. Let's zoom in. Try focus again, camera, if you don't mind. I'm right here. I mean, my face is pretty hard to look at. I don't really want to focus on it, but there we go. That's a thick gummy. That's a mighty thick gummy. I would say one of these is easily 3, probably 3.5 gummy bears if I had to guess. So the orange, all right, so half the reason I love gummies is probably the reason a lot of people love gummies. The texture. It's a sensory thing. It's just so pleasant. It's sweet and chewy, so it meets that criteria. The orange flavor is not real strong, though. I really don't want to eat 19 grams of sugar just popping 3 of these down, but let's take another bite. There's nothing unpleasant with the orange one, but the predominant flavor is sweet. And then the orange comes through a little bit. It's not a strong orange, but it's also not like a nasty orange flavor either. It's just not super strong. It's a very stretchy gummy, almost like a Swedish fish maybe. As far as the texture, yes. I think the texture of this is closer to a Swedish fish than it is like a gummy bear. All right, so that orange was okay. Not amazing. Oh, shoot. All right, I guess I won't be finishing that one. Dropped it on the basement floor. I'm most excited about the peach, though I'm a little worried because peach is not usually a super strong flavor. And if the orange wasn't super strong, how's the peach going to be? But I'm still saving it for last. This is the berry punch. Now, the punch part excites me. It should have a little kick. You know, not just berry flavored, but a little kick. Not strong smell, but let's try it again. All right. I should have some water in between. Okay. So far, I got to be honest with you. You know, Swedish Fish, you know, they've started coming out, I mean, probably for years now, with other flavors. And I can't remember which flavor it was I got that was just fantastic. Just fantastic. I got a blueberry lemonade one, but I can't remember if that was a fantastic one or the one that was a little bit weak. Because one of them I got was great. Anyways, in both consistency and flavor, if you've ever had one of the differently flavored Swedish Fish, but the flavor just wasn't super strong, that's what this reminds me of more than like just a basic gummy bear. I really like Swedish Fish, but there are some flavors I've gotten that it's like, where's the flavor? It's just a little weak. Sorry, I should have looked at my hair before I came down here. I've been out in the wind running some errands. It's a little wild. But that's what it reminds me of. And I think it was the blueberry lemonade, which I was so excited about. But it just didn't have a lot of flavor. That's what these reminded me of. It's good consistency. It's not unpleasant, but I just want more flavor. This one, though, I'm going to try again. Whatever they did to try to give it the punch flavor, this is a little bit just slightly chemically tasting. It's not pungent, but I think it kind of hurts the flavor of this one. It's hard to explain. It's almost like one of those chug barrels you got when you were a kid. That's supposed to be berry flavored, but there's something weird going on. This reminds me of that. Not terrible, but maybe just a straight, strong berry flavor would have been better. I don't want to say we're 0 for 2 so far, but neither one has been a knockout. Neither one's been a slam dunk. There we go. They've both been a kind of sloppy layup that maybe hit the backboard and got a lucky bounce, but still went in, but you're not going to write home about it. But it means they weren't total misses, but they weren't pretty. How about that? Peach. There's not that many peach gummies except for the peach gummy rings, the classics. But I don't see them like in name brand gummies. You don't usually get peach. I'm excited, but my excitement's tempered based on the first two, but let's go. You might think that's not much. I got like the quantity of 1.5 gummy bears, maybe 2. These are probably 4 gummy bears per piece. They're so thick. Another bite. So the peach one, there's something there like, if you just eat it, keep swallowing them, eat it, like a kid might, for example, without regard to health or diabetes, you might totally miss the peach flavor on that one. But in the background, I am trying to taste. And in the background, there is a pleasant flavor there on that one. Peach, I'm not so sure it's peach, but there's a pleasant flavor in the background on that one. If it was just 3 times as strong, I think that one would be something. It's just the peach flavor is so weak. They are so sweet. I mean, they have 19 divided by 3, so they got 6 1/3 grams of sugar per gummy. I wish I had something down here to compare it to. Like, that's significant for a candy. They're very sweet. They didn't skimp on that. They need more flavor. Now, if these were like supposed to be healthy gummies and they only use natural flavorings, I might get a little bit of a pass because they're not a bad flavor. But it says natural and artificial flavors. Like I said, it's got all the unhealthy dyes. It's got sugar and corn syrup, corn starch. There's nothing in here they're trying to be healthy about. Lots of sugar. These are just gummies. There's no nutritional value. As I would expect, I'm not knocking them for that. I'm saying they almost taste like they're like an all-natural kind of thing that, let's be honest, usually aren't as good as the chemical stuff. This is the chemical stuff, but this flavor's still not great. I don't hate them. I'm disappointed in myself for buying this almost 12-ounce bag, because they did have a smaller bag I could have got. Oh, so the ones I had at my neighborhood Walmart, or Walmart Marketplace, whatever it's called, the grocery store version of Walmart. I'm sure they have them at regular Walmart and a lot of other places too. But they had these, which has these 3 flavors, and they had a sour version. And I didn't even pay attention to what flavors the sour version was, because they had those crystals on the outside, like a Sour Patch Kid, I guess. That kind of ruins the texture of a gummy for me. I don't like the crystals, the sour crystals. I'm okay with a mildly sour gummy, but I don't like the crystals too much. Those might have more flavor, though. That's probably... I almost going to say, if you're going to try these, try the sour version. I just wanted a more pure gummy. That's my preference than the ones with the crystal stuff on the outside. I mean, to be fair, these are $3.88. It's a pretty good size. Like I said, it's 11.8 ounces. I don't think that's a ripoff. Like, they're not charging... I don't think they're charging you double because that Shaq's face on it. I think, except for like the cheapest brand, huge bag of gummy bears, I think this is in line with other gummies as far as prices. But I can tell you about half a dozen other gummies that are better, just off the top of my head, probably. In fact, I'm going to tell you one right now. If you live, and this is a sleeper, I would not have thought this, but I promise I'm not making it up. Aldi, or Aldi, I think it's Aldi, the grocery store, we have to put a quarter in the cart. Not a great shopping experience. There's carts of food stuck all over the floor. But if you ever go in an Aldi, they have their own brand of gummies that are called Campfire Friends or Campfire Animals, Campfire Creatures. It's Campfire somethings. And there's little animals that are, I think, sitting around a campfire. That's the cover. I don't even know what brand it is. It's their brand. It's Campfire something. And it's got animals on it. If you see that, that's the right one. They claim they're all natural, flavored 100% with fruit juices, no artificial flavors, and dyed with natural things, like no artificial dyes. So, I mean, it's still sugar because fruit juice has natural sugar. And there might even be added sugar, but there's nothing artificial. There's no unnatural dyes. There's not corn syrup, and they are fantastic gummies. They run circles around these. They dunk on this one's face and break the backboard. Campfire Animals, something like that, at Aldi. Check them out. They're cheap because it's Aldi. They come in individual packages. They're just packed with flavor. And because you know it's real fruit juice and not made-up flavors, when you're eating them, it's just so refreshing. Now, don't get me wrong. It's still a lot of sugar. I'm not claiming they're healthy. But they're less unhealthy than most gummies. And I'm not kidding. They are some of the best straight-up gummies. Like, at least if you remove the juice-filled ones like Gushers, which are, you know, kind of special. Just as far as straight-up gummies of a mixed variety of flavors, they're some of the best I've ever had. So check those out. However, Shaq gummies, I can't go above... It's been a hot minute since I've had a straight-up gummy bear, but I feel like my son got some for Halloween. I mean, you're straight up. Is it Airbo? Is that how you pronounce that? With a little bear on it. I kind of feel like those are a little better than the Shaq gummies. I mean, I actually like the big size because it makes them extra chewy. But I think those are better. And those are like the most basic gummies. So if those are a 5, I got to give Shaq-a-licious XL gummies a 4 out of 10. Because they're not gross, but I do believe they're below average for gummies. I believe they're mediocre for gummies. And I hate to say that. And I'm going to share some of these with my friend Johnny and my brother and whoever else wants some. Because if I'm going to eat all this sugar, knowing that I, of all people, don't need to eat all that sugar, at least want it to be delicious. So I'm going to have a few more of these, I won't lie. But if I'm going to waste calories on gummies, they're going to be good ones. So there you go, 4 out of 10. They're not Cardboard Cave approved, but they're also not gross. And I spent 20 minutes doing this. My Lord. I just looked at the timer. All right. Sometimes opinions change. So this is the one I said had a bit of a weird flavor to it, but it was the strongest flavor. So I'm going to take one more bite of this one. This is the Berry Punch. Ooh, it is pretty. After it's set a little bit down here in the cold basement, the outside has gotten hard and the inside is almost sparkly like crystal. Can you see that? It's pretty. No. There's not a strong berry flavor. And then there's an aftertaste. I don't take back what I said. It's like those cheap, basic little jug drinks you drink that are like off-brand Kool-Aid with kind of weird taste. In other words, kids are probably going to love these. You can do a lot better, though. Thanks for checking out the Cardboard Cave. If you tried these or the sour version, or if there's even another version, please comment below and tell me what would you rate them out of 10. And consider subscribing to the channel. I appreciate it. Thanks for checking out the Cardboard Cave.